Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. You are welcome to chemistry class today. We want to continue our discussion on water. In our last lesson, we started this discussion where we described water as the only substance on earth that can exist in the three physical states of matter, that is solid, liquid, and gas. We discuss sources of water, rainwater, well water, river, lakes, reservoir, and so on. And we going to look at the treatment of water for township supply, and we look at the stages involved, where we talked about coagulation, talked about sedimentation, chlorination, and disinfection. And we're going to look at the physical and chemical properties of matter. Finally, we discuss types of water, where we have soft and hard water. Hard water contains high level of dissolved salt, and it does not form lather readily with soap, while soft water has little or no impurity in it, so it's formed lather readily with soap. So in this discussion, we are going to be able to state types of hardness of water. So we are going to be able to describe methods of reducing hardness of water. 3, to look at the advantages and disadvantages of hard water, and finally describe the chemical tests that will show whether a liquid contains water. Diving into the discussion fully, we have two types of hardness of water, which are temporary hardness and permanent hardness of water. Starting with temporary hardness of water. Temporary hardness of water is caused due to the presence of calcium hydrogen triacylcarbonate or any of magnesium hydrogen triacylcarbonate and iron hydrogen triacylcarbonate. This hardness of water can be removed by boiling and using of slaked lime, and that is one of the reasons why it refers to as temporary hardness of water, because it can simply be removed by boiling. Alright, going to the equation of boiling, it's very important you understand this equation. So we have calcium hydrogen triacylcarbonate present in water. When it is boiled, you have calcium carbonate, you have carbon dioxide, and we have water. Right? Once the calcium ions are removed out of the solution, then the water has become soft and it can form other liquid soap. Right? Going to look at permanent hardness of water. This is caused as a result of calcium and magnesium ions in the form of soluble salts like the trisulfate 6 and chloride. Then we have ways of removing permanent hardness. This cannot be removed by boiling or using of slaked lime. We can remove it by using washing soda, caustic soda, or using a device known as ion exchange resin. Right. Then disadvantages of hard water. We have the following to be advantages of hard water, and we should know that these advantages of hard water are the disadvantages of salt water. Okay, we have hard water has a better taste than salt water because of the dissolved minerals it has. Then calcium salt present in hard water helps animal and human being to build bones and teeth. And not only that, it helps animals like snails and crabs to build their shell. The chief content of animal shells is calcium triacylcarbonate. 4. Okay, hard water can be supplied through pipe made up of lead, but soft water cannot, because soft water is going to dissolve the lead content of the pipe and cause lead poisoning. So hard water doesn't dissolve lead content in lead pipe. So any pipe made up of lead is suitable for supplying hard water. Disadvantages of hard water. These disadvantages of hard water are as well the advantages of salt water. So we shouldn't forget that. 1. Hard water is not suitable for laundry. It's not suitable for laundry because it wastes water, it wastes soap. Because hard water doesn't form lather readily with soap. So for hard water to form ladder, you need to use large amounts of soap before it can form ladder, and that is disadvantageous in that regards. Another disadvantage is that hard water causes fouling of kettles and boilers while soft water does not. This is simply the deposition of calcium tricarbonate on these appliances, and thereby reducing the efficiency of the appliances. And last one we are looking at here is hard water cannot be used in dyeing and tanning as a result of the dissolved salts, which interferes with the actions of the processes involved in tanning and dyeing. Right, looking at the structure of water, water is made up of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of molecule. If these elements are put together, we are going to have bent shape of V shape. And we should know that the atom between a molecule of water, there is covalent bond. What am I talking about? We have hydrogen covalently bonded together. This also bonding with the oxygen, will also require covalent bonding. But this is one molecule of water, another molecule of water. So the bonding between 2 or more molecules of water is hydrogen bonding. But within a molecule of water, you have covalent bonding within a molecule. Hydrogen to oxygen bond is covalent. But between that one molecule and another molecule, you are going to be having hydrogen bond. So this is talking more about it. You can see you have 1, 2, 3, 4 molecules of water, and in between each of the molecules you have hydrogen bond, but within one molecule you have covalent bond. So due to the presence of hydrogen bond in water, it causes the following. It makes water to have high melting and boiling point, have high viscosity. Water has high surface tension, and water equally has high latent heat of vaporization. That is the energy required for water to become gas or to turn to vapor. Now this quiz this quiz may help us to understand what we have learned so far. 1. State the type of bond with within a water molecule, B between water molecules. Within a water molecule we have covalent bond, but between water molecules you have hydrogen bond. So what is the type of shape? What's the type of shape of water molecule? The shape is V shape. The water molecule has V shape. Let's go back and see. Look at it. One molecule has V shape. This is V shape turning down, looking downward. So this is V shape going upward. So we have water molecule to be V shaped, or the shape is meant to be bent. Now let's study test for water. We want to test if a liquid has water content in it or not, and there are just 2 chemical tests that can be used to show this. 1, water will change color of anhydrous copper sulfate from white to blue. We have this equation. You can see anhydrous copper sulfate reacting with water and it is white. It's turned to anhydrated copper sulfate, turning to blue. So it turns from white to blue. The other method is water will change the color of cobalt 2 chloride paper from blue to pink. See a picture showing that from blue to pink. Alright, cobalt 2 chloride from blue changing to light anhydrous cobalt 2 chloride, giving us anhydrated cobalt 2 chloride, forming changing from blue to pink. Alright, now we should know that this test is not a test to show the purity of water, but to show if a liquid has water content or not. Okay, now let's look at the following quiz. I think we have come to the end of our discussion. We have achieved all our aims. we have been able to look to list the types of hardness of water, temporal and permanent. We've seen how methods of removing hardness of water by boiling, using of caustic soda, use of snake lime, using of iron, use of soda water, using of ion exchange resin. These are methods in which you can remove hardness of water. Then we have equally looked at the structure of water. Water is V-shaped, and within a water molecule you have covalent bonding, but between water molecules, between two or more molecules, you have hydrogen bonding. You can see that hydrogen bonding make water to have high viscosity, high surface tension, high boiling and melting point, and also have high latent heat of vaporization. So we equally look at how we can test. We studied how we can test for test if a liquid has water or not. All right, so let's take a look at these quizzes. This is number 2 quiz. When a few drops of water is added to blue anhydrous cobalt-2 chloride, the color changes to pink. It is from blue to pink, while copper surface changes from white to blue. So the answer is B. Third quiz is steam reacts with X on heating strongly as indicated in this equation. Then X is dash. We're having steam. This is X and is a metal. When the metal reacts with water, this metal we have 3 types of metal. We have highly reactive metal react with cold metal. Fairly reactive metal reacts with steam. While unreactive metals don't react at all. So highly reactive metal we have here is calcium. And it reacts with steam. It reacts with cold water. There's no cold water there. We have steam in the question. Copper and lead are unreactive metal. They don't react. It's only zinc, which is fairly reactive metal, that reacts with water to give you metallic oxide and lipate hydrogen gas. So the correct option is C. And the other one saying that which of the following processes is not involved in treatment of water for tank supply? We have chlorination, we have coagulation, we have sedimentation. The odd option there is C. And second to the last question here says, explain why water is referred to as universal solvent. Water is a universal solvent because it has the ability to dissolve so many solutes, more than any other liquid. All right, water is called universal solvent due to its ability to solve more substance than another liquid. And the last quiz says natural water collected from rivers and ponds contain oxygen, carbon dioxide, and dash, hydrogen, sulfur oxide, nitrogen, and chlorine. This water contains dissolved gases, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen. So the correct option is nitrogen. Thank you so much for your time. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do by clicking the subscription button so that I can get more videos anytime one is uploaded. Thank you for your time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.